What is often denied by many people, but is actually completely real. To this day, despite overwhelming proof, mental health problems are still considered not a big deal by many. It's sad. These people who look for the most part perfectly healthy are incapable of many basic tasks because they are trapped in their mind and its delusions. Hearing voices isn't a good thing regardless of whether one thinks the idea is funny or not. Seeing things is terrifying when you know they aren't there. I can think of other things, but those will just start a political battle, and politics is a waste of time regardless of which side you are on. I think it's the pervasive impact of social media on mental health is grossly underestimated. We've created echo chambers where validation outstrips genuine connection, leading to chronic loneliness despite being more connected than ever. Our self-worth becomes tied to likes and shares, warping our self-image and exacerbating anxiety and depression. It's imperative to acknowledge this issue and work towards healthier online interactions, where we support rather than just react, and foster community rather than competition. Way more older people 40 are on the spectrum. They just got through the childhood teenage years, and as adults people watch you less outside of work, so you go unnoticed. Of an adult who is on the spectrum, I meet lots of adults who are just as best as I can describe Michael Scott personalities that are good at their job, have normal lives. But there's something there. Media manipulation, military-industrial complex, private business killing people and getting away with. Bad actors in positions of political power. I know many people know this stuff goes in, but most rarely want to read about it and prefer to keep subjects to those that are shoved down their throats. We are destroying the future of humanity. The general saying from people is we are harming the planet, which is false and demonstrates people's ignorance. The planet can continue to exist in extreme conditions. We are not harming the planet. We cannot destroy Earth literally. Blue balls know they should not be a way to coerce people into sex. But the amount of people on Reddit that I've heard say they aren't a thing at all is made up by sexual abusers is crazy to me. It is very real and painful. We are peasants controlled by an ultra-elite ruling class with a web of psyops and incredibly complex subliminal systems, ultimately to the extent that the movie The Matrix is almost an educational documentary. You can love someone else without loving yourself first. There's plenty of parents that hate themselves and love their kids. Not recommending it, but it's a stupid thing to deny. Reverse people are not basically good, but most people deny proof of humanity's baseness like cult members. People are not good at heart or naturally good, dang. I have had people tell me that women always had rights and were never treated as property. Did they skip every single history class? Every single human who has ever lived has died. Still, death seems elusive to many people. They'd rather fight death than enjoy life. Fucking vaccines. People went off on the crazy train acting like they're meant to give kids autism rather than protect them. That we're actually really close to destroying civilization because a few old men can't agree on who should have what. Trans people exist, are valid, and have the same right as anyone else to live their lives in dignity and peace. The shape of the earth, evolution, the inherent danger of infectious diseases. God, this species kinda sucks. Psychic abilities, although most claiming to having them and charging money could very well be total frauds. That taxation is theft, regardless of your opinion if taxation is good or bad. It is, by definition, theft. Organized religion preying on humans that are any combination of poor, weak, vulnerable and gullible. Any of the phenomena discussed by parapsychology. Telepathy, remote viewing, psychokinesis, etc. Minimum wage no longer translates to basic needs wage, and it hasn't for a long time now. That lack of sleep is a major public health problem not getting the attention it deserves. Things aren't as bad as people say they are. And most people are just cynical and paranoid. A lot of people are still alive because they don't want to upset their family and friends. A lot of people are still alive because they don't want to upset their family and friends. Those organisms that live in your eyelash sockets and feed on the dead material. My girlfriend, she just goes to a different school, You guys wouldn't know her. 7 entities control and have centralized Bitcoin since the very beginning. You're the only person responsible for where you are now, at least as an adult. In the end, all birth is unethical at best, auto abuse at worst. The fact that this same question gets posted here on a daily basis, that rich people need to be taxed if we want to keep our democracy, the dangers of drunk driving, people do not take it seriously. Feelings. The vast majority of people deny what they feel.